Hey guys, welcome. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to improve your social skills dramatically by understanding the law of state transference. State transference, I think this was coined by Owen Cook from Real Social Dynamics. Basically what this means is that whenever you are socializing with anyone, whether you're at a party, you're at a job interview, you're talking to your mom, it doesn't matter. Other people will always feel how you feel. So other people absorb your energy and your mood. So if you're in a good mood, other people around you will be in a good mood. If you feel excited, other people will feel excited. But if you feel down and depressed and angry at the world, other people are going to absorb that as well. So today I'm going to be showing you how to understand why the law of state transference works and how to actually use it to bring your social skills from a 5 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10. Me personally, before I learned this principle, my social skills were like a 5 or 6 out of 10. I wasn't completely terrible at socializing, but I was still very awkward. I judged myself a lot. I was still a little bit lost when it came to socializing with people. But after I learned this principle, I became way more confident in my social skills. And now I honestly feel like I'm at a 10 out of 10 where I love being in social situations because I understand that how I feel is how the other people are going to feel around me. All right. So why does the law of state transference work? Well, neurobiologists found that there's something in the human brain called mirror neurons. And this is just one explanation for why state transference works from a more scientific perspective. Human beings are empathetic creatures. As animals, we have evolved to be able to feel each other's emotions, just like how a mother elephant can intuitively feel how her baby elephant is feeling. Animals evolve the ability to empathize with each other. And what mirror neurons do is basically you feel how other people are feeling in most cases. So I'm just to give you a practical example. Right now, I'm going to pour myself a glass of water because I'm a little bit thirsty and I want you to pay attention to how this makes you feel. Wow, that looks like some crystal clear water there. I'm so thirsty right now. Wow. So how did that make you feel? Were you able to actually tap in and feel like, oh, he's thirsty? That water, as I was drinking it, did you feel a little bit thirsty yourself? The reason why it's so cool, we have mirror neurons. So you feel how the other person feels. And this has helped our evolution big time, helps us socialize. Another explanation for why the law of state transference works is that if you understand that reality is made of energy, it's made of consciousness, it's made of quantum mechanics tells us that reality is made of both particles and waves. And actually there's no difference between a particle and a wave. They're really kind of the same thing. Then you understand that reality is made of energy. And your emotions vibrate at a certain frequency in the same way that music vibrates at different frequencies. So classical music, for example, puts you in a certain mind state. It makes you feel very inquisitive and very logical. Where if I'm listening to some classical music like Beethoven or Bach, I feel like I want to play a game of chess. how do I, every single video I talk about chess. I feel like I want to solve a math equation, or I want to look at a symphony orchestra. When I'm listening to classical music, I want to dress in a suit and tie. But when I'm listening to hip hop, to some rap like Biggie Smalls, I feel like I want to go like walk down the street and like gangbang someone, or like to jump someone. So different music puts you in different states. If I'm listening to death metal, I feel very angry, like I want to hurt somebody. Whereas if I'm listening to classical, or I'm listening to the Beatles, I feel like love. I feel like I want to enjoy my life. That's because different music vibrates at different emotions, and you absorb the vibration. All right? So for example, have you ever maybe been in class at school and the teacher walks in the room and the teacher is in a pissed off mood? Everybody knows it. The teacher's just not having a good day. See, before the teacher even talks, you can already feel their energy. It's like almost like a stormy rain cloud is like following them around as they move from the door to their desk. And everyone in the class knows it, just like, oh shit, this is gonna be a bad day. This teacher is not having a good day and they're gonna take it out on us. So this is the law of state transference in action. Also, have you ever been to a party where nobody's dancing? Everybody's, just kind of in their own little social groups talking to each other. And then all of a sudden the DJ puts on a great song and everyone's a little bit shy to dance. Some people want to dance, but then that one person starts off dancing, the first person to start dancing. He or she's having an amazing time. They're smiling, they're grooving to the tune. They don't care what the other people think of them. They don't care that everyone's watching them dance. They just dance. They're having an awesome time. They're enjoying the music. And all of a sudden, everyone else is like, oh shit, I want to dance now. They look like they're having a lot more fun than I am. So everyone goes and kind of flocks over to the dance floor and starts dancing with that person because they feel their energy. They feel like, oh, that person over there is having a lot of fun. So I'm going to go over there where they are because I want to have fun too. That's fundamentally how the law of state transference works. If you can fill yourself with positive emotions like love and joy and excitement, other people will be attracted to you because other people also want to feel love and joy and excitement. And it's so easy to feel those emotions when you're around someone who is naturally emanating those emotions. That's why right now I'm going to be teaching you how to cultivate a high state within yourself without relying on someone else to do it for you, so that then you can become a magnetic attractor of people, of good situations. You're just going to be attractive because you feel good and you're happy, and people like that. They want to be around you. This is how the law of state transference works. All right? So how do you be in a high state? I have a few different ways for how to actually maintain a good feeling place. So when I mean a high state, generally what I mean is that just, if you can think of a time in your life where you just felt super good. For me, I always think back to this moment where I was in Costa Rica. I was on a sandy white beach. The jungle was to my back, and then the beautiful blue ocean was in front of me. The sun was hot, and I remember I was swimming in the ocean. The water was warm, and I didn't have one care in the whole world. I literally felt like I was on cloud 9, swimming in the beautiful blue ocean on the sandy white beach in Costa Rica. That's a moment for me where I just felt pure joy, like not a worry in the world. So if you can actually, for a brief second, take a second to visualize a time in your life where you felt like that, where you just felt excited. You felt just relaxed and peaceful. You felt joy and love. Could be any moment. When you tap into that feeling state, that's what I'm talking about. Feeling like that all the time, wherever you are. So when you're at a party, yeah, maybe it's a dark, dirty club, or maybe it's not quite a beach in Costa Rica, but what if you could feel like you're on a beach in Costa Rica, even when you're not, even when you're just walking to school or when you're driving to work? What if you can feel like that? That would make you a much more attractive person, and you would find that life would flow a lot easier for you. So first of all, in order to be in a high state, you need to focus on you. Focus on you. So when you're in a social situation, maybe you're at a party, all right? The other day I went to a party. I haven't been to a party in like months, but I went to a party the other day, and there were maybe about 50, 60 people at this party. And normally what I notice, what people do, is they are always in their mind thinking about, what are other people thinking about me? That person over there, are they judging me? Oh, that girl over there, is she judging me? So as I've practiced more meditation, I have a much better ability to focus on my own energy, to ground myself in my body. So if you have an untrained mind, you don't know how to practice meditation, or you don't do it properly, then normally what is going to happen is that your attention is going to get sucked into your thoughts. So if this is you, right? This is your body. This is your mind. Okay, see, I'm drawing your mind. It's like a mess of stuff. And then this here is your true nature. This is an eyeball. Okay? Because as I've said in my other videos, you are not your body and you're not your mind, but you are the observer of both of them. You can validate this for yourself right now. You aren't actually your body, but you are the one that is aware of your body. The same with your thoughts in your mind. You aren't the thoughts. You are the empty witness that is aware of the thoughts. Thoughts are like clouds in the sky, but you are like the sky itself. So normally when your attention, your awareness is untrained because you don't practice meditation or you don't do it properly, then what happens is that this awareness, which is supposed to stay separate from the body and the mind, it becomes identified with the body and the mind. Specifically, if you're in an egotistical, selfish state of consciousness where everything's about me, 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 then specifically your attention gets sucked into the mind. And it stays there. You'll notice this if you meditate for 20 minutes, you'll actually see your attention getting sucked into thoughts. And you can't help it. You don't know how to stop it because you don't train yourself properly. You don't meditate. But if you do learn meditation, you learn how to separate yourself from your thoughts, you can basically just stay grounded as the witness. If you want to learn more how to do this, I'm going to be releasing a meditation course where I'm going to be teaching you how to meditate properly. This is going to help you stay grounded as the witness and raise your consciousness and awareness. That's going to help you with all kinds of things like quitting bad habits and everything else I talk about this on this channel. Stay tuned. I'm releasing a course, and very soon I'll also be releasing a free guided meditation that you can download and try for yourself. It's going to help you with this process of detaching from the mind, and what really helps me is to intentionally, on purpose, put my attention onto my body, which is my breath or my stomach. So if you don't know me personally, I'm someone who really has a lot of mind energy, a lot of thoughts, ideas, concepts. My attention gets sucked into my mind very easily. And what I have had to do, I've had kind of been forced to spend the last few years of my life learning meditation very seriously. Otherwise, I would spend entire days, entire weeks just stuck in my mind, not able to break free of my thoughts. This caused me to be very anxious and depressed and always following my cravings. That was a big problem for me. So in order to stop that, I had to learn to put my attention on my breath and keep it there. So when you learn how to do that, you're going to become more aware of how you feel. So as a practice, what you can do is whenever you're in a social setting, or just even throughout the day, do a check-in for yourself. Check in how you feel. Give yourself a rating 1 to 10. How do I feel right now? If I'm maybe angry, pissed off, if I'm exhausted, if my stomach hurts, maybe that would be like a 2 out of 10. But if I feel excited, I feel light, energetic, that might be a 9 out of 10. So give yourself a rating a few times a day. Focus on yourself. So when you're in at that party, in that social situation, instead of being in your mind, worried about, oh, how am I gonna go talk to that person? What do I say? Don't worry about what you're gonna say. Just be in the moment, be present, be grounded here and now, and you can just go up to the person and just smile and say hi. And you literally don't have to say anything in particular. You just give them a compliment. Oh, wow, I like your shirt. Cool. Or maybe you don't like their shirt. Say, hey, what the hell are you wearing? What is this? Where'd you get this? The thrift store or whatever. But the point is, you don't have to act in a specific way. The point is that you need to embody grounded, aware, and present energy. And everything else will flow from there. You don't have to worry about what to say. You don't have to worry about what other people are going to think of you. All you have to worry about is, how am I feeling right now? Am I grounded and present? Or am I restless and worried and in my mind and anxious? If you're restless and anxious, worried about other people judging you, being judgmental to other people, then other people are going to be judgmental towards you because of the law of state transference. If you feel insecure, if you feel like other people are going to judge you, then when you go talk to another person, they're going to start to feel insecure and they're not going to want to be around you. Do you want to hang out around people that make you feel insecure, or do you want to hang out around people that make you feel excited, that make you love yourself, that make you feel confident? Some of my favorite people that I love hanging around are people that make me feel confident, people that make me feel excited and happy in the moment. People that make me feel weird and worried and anxious, I know that's because they feel weird and worried and anxious, and nothing personal, but I just don't want to be around them. This is how the law of attraction works. See, many people think that the law of attraction is some mystical, new age, mumbo jumbo. It's not scientifically proven at all. Guys, listen, I wish that the law of attraction was bullshit, because then I can make videos disproving it and debunking it, because I love doing that. But it fucking works. The law of attraction is a real thing. Basically what it means is your energy will attract things that make that. So if you have good energy, high vibes energy, you're going to attract abundance into your life. So when you feel internally abundant, you just feel like you don't need money or you don't need other people's approval. in order to feel happy. You just feel internally happy because you practice meditation, you know how to do it properly, you're aware, you're grateful for the moment, you're just having fun on your own. Then you feel happy without the need for other things to make you feel happy. This is non-neediness. This is abundance. This is what other people want to hang out around. So the second way to implement the law of state transference, the first way is to focus on you, focus on your own energy. Check in with yourself, see how you're doing. The second thing to do is, if you want to raise your state, have fun. This is very, very, very important. Just do something that is fun for you, not because you want someone else to give you approval, not because you want to show off. Have fun just because, hey, reality's fun. Look, it's fun to exist. Oh, look, I got a body. What the hell am I going to do with this thing? Be in your body. Dance a little bit. Oh, look, there's a song. Something you remember. Dancing in September. There's some music that's playing. Just dance, have fun, relax. I personally love to dance. Not because I'm a good dancer, but because it helps me relax. It helps me get grounded in my body and to stop taking myself so seriously. So if you're in a social situation, it's good to have fun. And if you're in a serious situation where you're at a job interview, you have to be very, very serious. No fun allowed, very serious. See, you can still have fun in your own way. Where, yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm putting on my serious face right now, but deep down, this is a funny scenario. This is a fun circumstance. I'm at a job interview. Yeah, I have the serious face on top, but deep down, it's not so serious. Just have fun, relax. Say something, look at that thing over there. Look at that thing over there. So just have fun. One of my friends actually is a master of this. He will have fun in any circumstance that he's in. It doesn't matter what the weather is like. It doesn't matter who's talking. It doesn't matter what's going on, where he is. He's going to have fun, and that's why people love to be around him. That's why I like having him as my friend. All right, the next way to be in a high state is to empty yourself of neediness. How do you empty yourself of neediness? So basically, the way I do this, the way this works for me is that whenever I'm in a social situation, or even when I'm not in a social situation, I don't have to think about myself or what I need. So when you start to feel internally abundant, when you start to feel good because you're doing meditation, you're cultivating your internal abundance, you're reading books, you're eating healthy food, you're exercising, which is what we're going to talk about in a second. When you start to actually improve your life from the foundation, from the core, you actually fix every single aspect of your life. You set the foundation for yourself. Your food, your diet, your career, your mental state, your habits, all of them are in check. They're all feeling good. You're in a good place. Then you don't need to worry about yourself. You don't need to worry about, oh, is this girl gonna judge me? Oh, what if she doesn't like me? See, I have a girlfriend now, but in the past, when I was really young, when I was like 15 or 16, I was always worried about, oh, the girl, she's gonna judge me. She's gonna, see through that deep down I suck. But once I started learning meditation, I started learning self-actualization, I started reading books, improving my life, starting to do what I'm passionate about, learning and becoming the best version of myself, then now I have nothing to be self-conscious about. Now I feel like when I got older, 18, 19, and I was dating, at that point, after I learned the law of state transference, when I would go talk to a girl, I wasn't worried about whether she likes me or not, so that I have to act a certain way or not. I was just worried about, am I having fun right now? That's really all that matters. So if I go talk to a girl, I'm going to go talk to her just for fun. If she's pretty, I'm going to go talk to her because I like talking to pretty girls. Just because it's fun. Maybe I'll smile, I'll dance, say hello, how are you? Maybe if the situation calls for, maybe I'll pick her up, spin her around, go do something else, laugh it off, leave, go, just bust a dance move. Doesn't matter. Not because I'm trying to entertain people, but just because I'm trying to entertain myself. Self-entertainment is the key. Now, I'm not needy. I don't need someone else to approve of me because I have my shit together. I feel good about myself. If this one girl doesn't like me, that's too bad for her because I'm an awesome guy. There's probably 100 other girls that would, die to hang out with me. So if this client in my business, if this client doesn't want to work with me long term, too bad for them. My shit's awesome. That sucks for them. Maybe the next people, I got tons of people reaching out to me wanting to work out with me every day because I'm working on myself at the foundational level. The basics. How's my meditation? How are my habits? How's my diet? How's my exercise? So then, now I'm not worried about myself. And then once I got myself covered, once I'm solving my basic needs, now I don't have to always worry about me. Now, when I go socialize, I can genuinely listen to another person. Let's say maybe I'm giving a coaching conversation on Zoom. I can actually give the person my full 100% undivided attention. Not out of neediness or, I need this person to sign up with me so that I make some money. Not about that. Just about, like, hey, how are you doing? Do you need some help? I'll listen to you. We'll create a plan for your life together, you and I. This is true abundance, not showing off. Oh, look how abundant I am. Look at this watch I have. It's just, in a lot of cases, you just don't have to say anything. Obviously, right now, I'm making a video, so I am talking about myself a lot, but this video wouldn't be too well if I just kind of stayed there and listened to you, because I can't listen to you because you're watching me on YouTube. So it's a one-way conversation, so I have to talk. But my point is that when you got yourself handled, now you can just listen. And people love when you listen to them, when you ask them questions. Hey, how is that one of my friends was doing a fast. I asked him, so how's your life been? Oh, you did a fast? How did that go? How did that make you feel? And for almost 30 minutes straight, I was just super involved in what he has to say, asking him questions about his personal interests. Not that I'm trying to prove to him that I'm smart or that I'm funny. I just listen to him. Let him be smart. Let him be funny. There was a quote about this topic. An interviewer went to dinner with two different executives of two different companies. She said, when I went to dinner with the first executive, I thought he was the most interesting person in the world. But when I went to dinner with the second executive, I thought that I was the most interesting person in the world. And who did I want to do business with? The second executive. Because he wasn't showing off about how interesting he was making me feel interesting, listening to me, asking me questions genuinely. All right, so now let's talk about self-actualization and solving your basic needs and becoming the best version of yourself, because ultimately you can't really be in a high state, and therefore you can't use the law of state transference without getting your basics handled, which is what we're going to cover very briefly right now. This is just an overview. I talk about this in a lot more detail in my other videos. But just to list down, let's list it down. Ready? How to get your shit together. Diet. Okay? Eat vegetables. Eat light foods that digest quickly. Smoothies, fruit, vegetables. A little bit of meat is okay. I prefer chicken and fish over red meat because I find it digests quicker. It's a lot lighter. I would stay away from eggs. They just basically test out what works for you. Do tests. So spend a few days, eat super clean, super healthy, see how you feel, and then test out what foods work for you, what foods don't work for you, based on how you feel. So last night I had a bunch of dates and almonds, and now this morning my stomach was hurting a little bit because I think I had too much, or maybe that specific food didn't work for me. So you're basically just learning by experimenting. Just experiment. See what's healthy for you and what's not healthy. You need to get your diet in check, or else you're going to feel like shit. How are you going to use the law of state transference? How are you going to be in a high vibrational state if your stomach hurts? You can. And the same is true for exercise. So there is a funny quote. If God himself came down on a cloud and sat beside you and said, "Hey, I will give you anything you want. But in this moment your back hurts. You have an achy back." Sadhguru said, if you have an achy back and God himself comes down, descends upon you and grants you any wish, you'll wish for him to fix your back. That's because when your body is out of shape, when you don't exercise, you don't stretch, then your body's the vehicle it takes you everywhere. Everywhere you are, you're in your body. So how can you be happy if your body is sad? That's why you got to take care of your body. Stretch and exercise. You don't have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, but you just do some yoga, exercise in the morning, go for long walks, get yourself moving, sweat daily. That's important. Also, a big one, which I'm going to talk about more in the future, is life purpose. I'm thinking of doing a live call or a live event where we just talk about how to identify your passion in life, how to connect to it, and then how to start taking action to actually sharing it in public and eventually start making money with it. But it's not about the money, it's about what kind of impact do you want to have on the world? How do you want to share your gift? What's the purpose of your life? Why are you alive? What are you doing? Especially if you're a guy, this is extremely, 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 extremely important. The core of masculine energy is to be purpose-driven. So if you have no direction in your life, if you have no purpose, that's what I help my coaching clients with, and we get awesome results together. But even so, if you're a guy and you have no purpose, you need to make it your number one priority to find your purpose. You need to be doing a soul-searching process, which I'm going to talk about in another video. We might even do a live event where we do a Q&A where I talk about how to find your passion, and we'll have a conversation, a group conversation like that. Let me know in the comments actually if you'd be interested in something like that. I think that's something that's going to be a great idea. Also, yeah, raising your consciousness is really the main one here. All of this stems from consciousness, which is why I'm releasing that meditation course that's going to help you raise your consciousness. And that's really the secret key, because that's awareness. So you won't even know what food is good and what food is bad if you don't have awareness of your body. You won't even know that you're not exercising enough if you don't have awareness. You won't even know what you're passionate about if you don't even know how your emotions feel, because you're stuck in your mind all day. You don't even know what your heart is doing. So consciousness, meditation, this turns into confidence. Consciousness turns into confidence. Just because when you get your basics together, now you're ahead of 95% of the population is stuck on the basics. So there was a book I read called How to Be a 3% Man by Coach Corey Wayne. It was a dating book. This was when I was 16 years old. I didn't know how to even ask a girl out on a date. So I bought a book, I read it, and it worked, and it helped me. So that's a good principle. Read books and learn. But this book is called How to Be a 3% Man because he said 97% of men have no fucking clue what they're doing when it comes to dating women. So by reading one book, you're going to become a 3%. You're going to be within that 3% of men that actually know what they're doing. And that's going to make you rare and valuable. So in the same way, when you actually do self-actualization work, which is all I talk about on this channel, when you work on raising your consciousness, doing personal development, then you can't help but be confident because you're going to be a rare person. You're going to be growing yourself every day, reading, meditating, learning new things, expanding your comfort zone, while everyone else around you is going to be stagnant, doing the same thing every single day, playing video games, distracting themselves with pleasure. You're going to be the rare person that's actually growing, and that compounds over time. So when you start this process of self-actualization, it's like bamboo. Bamboo, if you didn't know, takes about 4 years to actually germinate in the ground. So if this is the ground, the bamboo creates a very complex root system underneath the ground. This takes years for the bamboo to actually form the proper foundation, which is what I talk about in my videos, forming the proper foundation. After 4 years though, which is basically how it's happened in my life, after a few years, then the bamboo can grow up to like 30 feet just in a few days. This is also known as exponential growth. So when you grow exponentially, in the beginning, the growth is slow, but then eventually it gets a little higher, and then it shoots up at the end. This is exponential growth. This is how your life will be when you actually commit to lifelong learning and self-actualization, becoming the greatest version of yourself. This is not just like a ploy or like, become the greatest version of yourself. This is legit personal development. This is how it's actually supposed to be done. All right. Another area of your life to look into a little bit is breathing. If you want to be in a high vibration state, you got to do self-actualization. And one thing that meditation helps me with a lot that we're going to talk about in my course is breathing. Deep breath in through the nose, into the stomach, out. Breathing feels awesome, and you got to learn how to do it properly. So that was just a general overview for just some basic things: diet, exercise, meditation, breathing. All of that turns into an abundance of positive emotions. Passion turns into positive emotions. That turns into confidence. Yeah, and that's basically all I got to say here. So thanks for watching. This was how to use the law of state transference to improve your social skills. To review, what we talked about is that the law of state transference means that other people feel how you feel. So your job in social situations is to feel as good as you can And the way you feel as good as you can is by getting your shit together. And some ways you can do that are, first of all, focusing on meditation and mindfulness. I actually have a free guided meditation, the hollow body meditation. It's extremely powerful. I learned it from a Tibetan Lama. He taught me this ancient practice called the hollow body meditation, which is amazing for raising your awareness, your compassion, feeling really, really good from your heart center. So I'm going to be creating the free meditation. You can actually click the link down below to get that meditation. It's super powerful. And also stay tuned because I'm going to be making a whole course that's going to teach you from beginning to end how to raise your awareness, your consciousness, how to become awake and clear in the present moment by using the ancient practice of meditation. Also, if you want to feel good, just have fun. Just don't worry so much what other people think of you. Empty yourself of neediness, needing approval from other people. Instead, just listen to them. Solve your own shit so that now you are like an open container. You're like an empty space, which is why the hollow body is such a powerful meditation. You hollow out yourself of selfishness and neediness and just be an open, loving container of awareness. And stick with me because I'm going to be talking about self-actualization topics for the rest of my life. So follow along. I'm going to be sharing with you how to become the best version of yourself. As I work on this myself, I'm making awesome free videos just like this a few times a week. And also I'm going to be releasing free meditations and even some paid courses that are going to be extremely affordable and also super, super powerful, because I've discovered that when somebody makes something that's affordable but then over delivers, then that's like the best. So one of my mentors, Leo Gura, his courses are so affordable. They're like $200 or something. And then it's like this whole like thousands of dollars worth of value. That's what I want to do as well. So stay tuned for that. And that's all I got to say here. So I'll see you in the next video.